What up? I'm Chicas Man. Welcome back to Only Talks. I'm back here with my co-host. You already know, Alex. What up?
What's up, guys? Welcome to Only Talks.
What up?
Yeah. Again, we're sponsored now by Coors Light. No, I'm just
And Mr. Worldwide, Fireball.
Mr. Worldwide. No, I wish.
You like Pitbull?
Yeah, he was pretty good. Some
It's
good.
cool,
Some
right?
songs was pretty cool. So
You're not one of those people that's like gets pissed off because he uses other people's music.
no. Wait, he's not original.
Doesn't he use Doesn't he sample a lot of popular songs and stuff?
I don't know, but he makes them good though.
I know. I'm like, yeah, as long as I dance, I'm happy. Shoot.
Damn.
What's up, bud?
None much, man. I was actually talking to you about before the podcast. I was watching Avengers Endgame, and that movie was perfection. It was it's none of this comedy shit. Excuse me, none of this comedy stuff that's been going on around.
All the Disney Plus stuff. Well, they did say that they're going to start not making as much Disney Plus content for Marvel stuff.
So they're gonna exclude them out now, separately.
No,
still
it's just
be
not going to
joined?
be. It might be maybe one or two a year.
Like comedy or non-comedy.
No, just the series,
Oh, okay.
in general, because you know how we got She-Hulk, Hawkeye, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
So now what is it now? It's Loki and I don't know who the
Oh,
other ones.
Loki. Well, yeah, second season of Loki. We have Daredevil coming. Ooh, that was gonna be tight.
And the Punisher guy is still gonna come. Oh, you don't like him, but
I like him. He's cool. I don't like him as the Punisher.
you don't like him as a Punisher? I thought he was a really good Punisher.
For real?
Yeah.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. I just can't see. I just can't.
You just see Shane.
I just see Shane and I'm like, damn it.
He's like,
Yeah.
he does it.
Have you seen Fury?
No.
The
Fury.
the tank, the World War II tank movie?
Oh yeah. They're all in there.
Yeah,
Brad
they're all-
Pitt,
Brad-
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf, Logan. I almost said Logan Paul. Oh,
No,
that dude
Logan.
Logan, the young one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's other people in there. There's a lot of people in that movie.
Yeah.
It's tight. I like that.
I heard the backstories about Shia LaBeouf didn't take a shower for months.
Yeah, I
And
heard
he,
that too.
Cracked his own tooth with the fucking pliers, and Brad Pitt was getting pissed off at him for reals. He's like, "You're taking this shit too serious, bud."
He was being a method actor. That's what they
Yeah.
call him.
They're-
Jim Carrey.
They're too much into their role.
Yeah.
It really fucks them up sometimes, huh?
Yeah. I mean, look at Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Rest in
Jeez. But he was my best Joker ever. But he
Was
locked
just-
himself in the hotel room, right? And he just dove into character, and that's what he became.
Yeah.
A real Joker.
Well, just like Jim Carrey did that too for some of his roles.
Which ones? The
The
Mask?
Grinch. Or I think it was the Grinch, and other he'll just stay in character the whole time, so other people get annoyed and stuff.
And he doesn't even notice about it. It's like, oh shit, I'm doing this? I don't even know.
I mean, I would imagine it helps. You just stay in character the whole time.
Through the hole until your next roll comes up.
Yeah, but no, Endgame. That's definitely a keeper.
I was watching, I was like, right off the beginning, it's dark. Even the music is dark, and it's like, yes.
Yeah, it's
good.
And I was telling you, hopefully we get to experience that again.
Yeah. Secret Wars, please. Please, I beg you.
Do you like any of those Disney series?
I like
Besides
Loki.
Loki?
Loki was it was good because it wasn't comedy or not. They made Loki a little bitch in some scenes. I'm like, Loki's more strong than that. Come on.
Loki's a villain.
But he's half Asgardian, half Frost Giant. Technically, he's full blood Frost Giant, but he grew up with Asgard. But they're strong. But they made him look weak in some sense. I was like, come on, man, you can't do that to him. Stick to the character.
But they do that to all the characters. So
Oh yeah, don't get me started with freaking Hawkeye and that girl.
wow. Okay, I won't get you started. But I'm not getting you started. Relax.
I'm already thinking about it.
Well, no, stop thinking
People,
about it.
comment on this. All right. What's that girl's name? I forgot her name.
Elizabeth Olsen.
No, that's not her.
Mary Kate Olsen.
No.
Ashley Olsen.
No, none of those.
It's like the hot guy chick.
Yeah, the one that beat Kingpin.
But stop. I already told you I'm not getting you started. You're starting yourself.
I know.
Here.
I'm already
This is
riled up. I'm like,
self sabotage.
punch her in the
That's what they
face.
call it. Your inner saboteur.
I'm a tomato rotten critic.
Tomato rotten. Rotten tomatoes.
Said it backwards. Yoda,
Tomato.
bud.
You know what? I was in a tomato rotten you are. Tomato rotten or 64 score tomato rotten you are. This last episode, I don't know what kind of crack we were on, but we were butchering everybody's name. So you're talking about the Aladdin dude, and I was like, yeah, that's Jeffrey Godfrey, and it's Gilbert Godfrey. And then when we were talking about Batman, you said Chris Patterson or whatever, and it's Robert Patterson.
Robert Patterson. Dang.
There's probably other ones in there, but look, if you're here to learn something, then you're in the wrong place, because you might learn something here, but I mean, if that's what you're here for, I mean,
We wing it. We don't take notes.
Yeah, we
just say. And actually, matter of fact, someone did tell me that they did learn something from our podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah.
About the dick sizes. And that's what they told me.
Wow.
I was like, what the
Shout
heck?
out.
And it was funny because he's like, you know what I learned? I heard this in a podcast, and then he said it, and I was like, bro, that was our podcast. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Well, I'm glad it made somewhat sense. But that's cool. This weekend is the weekend of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Easter weekend, yeah. Also means spring's getting closer.
Yeah. There was like wind, like super crazy the last 2 days, and I felt that sucker. Like my eyes were bloodshot red, my eyes were itching, I was sneezing nonstop, and it just happens for like 3 weeks, and then it just disappears. But it's horrible, and I like salute my hat to you guys that have allergies all year and allergic
People have
to dogs.
allergies all year.
Yeah, like my cousin, he's allergic to fucking grass and everything. Like he can't even go outside and mow the lawn or anything, or dog hair, cat, anything, man. Like it's ridiculous. So he has to take like a shot, like for the allergies and stuff.
Holy moly. Imagine, damn.
And I'm like freaking out, like dying, like scratching, bleeding out my eyeballs, and I'm like, this is horrible.
I'll count my blessings because I don't get allergies.
Yeah, I only get them for spring, just the beginning of spring, and that's it. It's over and gone.
I said I had allergies when I had COVID, but that was only so I can still go out and
So
party.
you lied to me.
I didn't have COVID, bud. I was just sick. I was sick, but it wasn't deadly. Yeah. So, do you growing up? Did you celebrate Easter?
Not really, but I do remember a couple Easters where my parents would hide eggs, or we would go someone else's place and they would hide eggs for us and stuff. And in fact, I do remember coloring eggs too with my sisters. Like we would boil them and then paint them and shit. I do remember that, and I do remember eating them, like the eggs. And they were not the plastic ones, so they were like real eggs.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've never done that. So we do a lot of Easter too when we were growing up.
Yeah,
We were like,
it was pretty cool. I do remember that because we used to live in a trailer, and my sisters and all that, we would. I guess that was the time we would actually like really bond.
I was about to say that. Yeah. I'm like, because we would go, like my family would go to church, and I would be like, because church, who wants to go to church?
I know.
I mean, it's like, more power to you if you go to church.
Yeah.
But that was like the I guess compromise. You're like, Yeah, I'll go to church because at the end of at the end, everybody meets up and you all go barbecue
Yeah.
and do egg hunts and stuff with your cousins. Yeah,
Yeah, I do remember
a
that
lot of
stuff.
memories.
And even like I know it was Christmas, but we used to have on the side of my mom's. We would have everybody come over to our house. It was always at our house for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, with all the cousins, and we would like take turns taking opening presents. And then I remember one of my cousins like, "I want that present," and they're like, "Well, it's not yours." And
You guys are you talking about Christmas?
yeah,
Oh,
that's why I say it's
okay.
like not related to Easter.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that part. Yeah, I'm like, wait, you guys got gifts for
No,
Easter?
but yeah, it's like the older you get, that just separates and you don't go
Yeah.
through that again.
Because what are you gonna do this weekend?
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's why if there's any young listeners, which I hope there's not, enjoy your time
Yeah,
while you're still young and
and if you're
hunting for
Catholic
eggs.
and you gave up something for Ash Wednesday, I hope you guys did all that.
When was that? When was that?
Ash Wednesday? But it's something you have to like sacrifice something for Ash Wednesday, something that you really love or enjoy or
Oh yeah. Well, I know what it is, but what I just don't know when it is. Is that like the Wednesday before Easter?
No, that's like it's like in March, like the beginning of March, like the
Oh,
first
damn.
Wednesday of March.
Oh, is that whole 40 days?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
night
yeah.
thing?
And then you get like ashes on your forehead, and usually you give up something that you really like or enjoy. And a lot of people give up like social media, or they'll give up, soda, or they'll intermittent fast until noon every day for 40 days.
Didn't you?
I did that,
Yeah,
but I
I'm
didn't
like,
do
didn't
this
you
because
do
I
that?
didn't have time to go to church and get Ash Wednesday on me. So the last 2 years I didn't do it, but prior I used to give up any kind of flour. Like I wouldn't eat bread at all, cookies or anything like that for 40 days.
How would you feel if Jesus came down here and was like, I didn't have time for you?
Damn, I'd be like, I'm sorry.
You'd have been like, well, I didn't have time for you either.
No, I'll be like, just sacrifice me now.
Just sacrifice me.
Just sacrifice me.
I'll sacrifice you, but it only forgives like a quarter of the population since
Damn.
not everybody.
Damn.
It's crazy because if you know the story, he like went to, where did he go?
What do you mean?
Where he got crucified?
I think that was like in Rome.
Right. So it was Jerusalems were the people that were like with him, right?
Yeah, Jews.
Yeah, I mean, like, how would you feel right now if somebody, or like if we went like to the 16th Street Mall, and some dude came up to you and was like, "I can heal you, brother," or "I can heal anybody in your family." I mean, nowadays you'll be like, "You crazy? Get the hell away from me!"
Out of me. And I'm sure it was like that back then too.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I guess that's the part where you're like, I guess that's the part where faith comes in, right? And like,
non-believers or anything until you see it, and then.
But then, what if you like did believe in that dude, and then now you're crazy too, almost like what if he's not true? Like, I don't know. Like, I guess I put myself in those shoes back or the sandals back in the day. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I would believe this guy.
Yeah, and that's how it was. I mean, that's why pretty much he got crucified, because he was doing miracles, and the Romans didn't like that.
Well, he got that dude, the dude that's in charge. I don't know what his title is. He was gonna let him go, but he got influenced by the people.
Well, they were there in charge
because they were fucking pissed off.
I don't even know that guy because they did
Judas.
Sorry. No, he wasn't.
Just
kidding. He's the one that ratted him out.
Damn, betrayed.
That's why he's like. That's why the Last Supper is. He's like, one of yous is going to betray me. That's why that was the Last Supper, and it was Judas.
And that was on Thursday.
Was it?
So that's gonna be on Thursday.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the Last Supper on Thursday. Good Friday on where he gets crucified on Friday, and then
isn't that sad? Like he already knows who it is. And he just literally says, like, one of you guys is going to betray me. And he already knows who it is. Like, isn't that, like, it's powerful, And it's like.
Yeah, but, I don't know. Wouldn't you want to say something?
Well, yeah, but he's the
He just wanted to see
prophet. He's like,
if he would like redeem himself or something.
well, no, I guess he was testing him there.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a test.
he's like, see if he changes his mind. You know?
Well, he failed.
Yeah,
Killed
for
himself.
money, for coins, for gold coins.
Then he hung himself, and now we're screwed. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, and we apologize if we're not even if we messed up or anything.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going off of what I learned
Yeah,
in Bible school.
and what I
10 years ago.
yeah. So, but yeah,
So I'm just going off of what I remember, and if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But
and then that's why all the disciples came from him, and that's when they all just spread out and give the word to to the people. So it's crazy. Ooh. And then sometimes I think about it, and I'm like, I believe in Jesus, I believe in all that, like I do, but I'm like, how long ago was that? That was so long ago. And you're like, yeah, it could be true, but whoever wrote those books, like, how do you know he didn't put his perspective or how he just made something up and wrote it in there? It's like not what really happened,
right, that's how I feel. I'm like, oh, excuse me.
Like, I believe Jesus Christ, like, walked this earth. I believe all that. Like, yeah, I believe he did miracles. I believe he helped people. I believe, like, he literally sacrificed for our sins. I believe all that. But, like, other stuff that, like, happened with the disciples and all that, like, dude, I don't know. Like the 10 Commandments, like, I don't know. Like, what if that was what you just wanted? What if Jesus really didn't come to you and told you to do that? Like, how do I know?
Yeah, we
don't. We don't.
I guess that kind of ties into what I was just saying. I'm like, I guess you gotta have faith. I don't know, but the thing for me that gets to me is how people use the Bible. So like it's in the Bible and it's like strictly like this is it.
This is
like,
it. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Like anybody, like you said, there could have been a disgruntled employee somewhere that just added a verse in the Bible or at some point. I don't know, but
Yeah, like, I don't know that, and I know people probably watch this and they'll probably be pissed off about what we're saying, but this is just what I think and what I feel. This is what we feel. It's not your guys' faith and everything. You guys believe that? Go for it.
More power to you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna discourage you. I'm not gonna
bless you.
Tell you, oh, that's wrong. How many freaking religions are out there? Like, Jesus, like,
a lot. Isn't there like 200 and something? I just made that number up. I don't know. But
I don't know. But everybody has, like, Indians, like, they believe like in a elephant god or something. Yeah, like that. Like,
everybody's got their own religion and everybody's right.
Mm-hmm. Good. And I've even had like people like come talk to me about it, and I'm like, bro, like, I don't go to church. I don't really, follow that path like hard to the core. Like, I believe, I talk to Jesus myself and my own thoughts. I don't need to go to church to, talk to him, or that's how I see it.
There's like, how you see the dudes, like you're walking in, like you're shopping in a grocery store, and then like you kind of see like a dude or like someone like talking to somebody else, like you can kind of tell like they're like trying to get them to go to like their Bible study or something. There's this dude at our last job, and he came up to me. He's like, Myron, if you were about to walk into a pothole or like a sinkhole or something, would you expect me to stop you? And I kind of set myself up, but I was like, well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of messed up if you see it and you're not going to tell me. I'm like, and then he started going off about like, well, that's the same thing. Like, I'm trying to save your eternal life. Like, I'm like, dude.
Who is it? Bleep it out, but who was it?
Do you remember him? He used to drive this small truck.
No, I don't remember him.
He would help out at the warehouse too.
Really? No, I don't remember.
Sometimes.
I do remember some, I don't know if I forgot his name, but he was like Middle Eastern. He was a really cool guy. Like,
oh, yeah,
cool
I know
guy.
what you're talking about.
Habib or...
no, I don't know. I don't remember his
but
name.
Man, he was cool, and I had to train him, and He's like, hey, Alex, I don't know if this will bother you or anything. I'm like, no, dude, if whatever you have to do. He's like, yeah, if you could pull over, because he had to pray at certain times, like midday or face the sun or some shit like
Yeah,
that. And
I think both.
yeah, and he would just have to like do this, like in the truck, And then sometimes he's like, hey, can you pull over? And he would go to the bathroom and take his little rug with him, and he would go in there and he would pray. And I was like, wow, like, imagine doing all that. And he says he can't eat for his whole life. He can't eat until noon. Isn't that crazy?
Wait, for like his whole life?
Yeah, that's like their
Oh, I guess
religion.
that's not that bad.
It's not bad, but
That's not that bad.
but his religion is like they can't eat until noon. It's fasting. It's weird. Like,
Yeah.
see, everything is like different, right? And
Are
then,
are they the ones that can't have pork?
I think so.
God, these are so many rules. I can't keep up. I took somebody to the airport once, and I think it was like afternoon or something, and like I drove by the Uber section, and like they were all out there.
Yeah,
Like
and it's all
praying.
Middle Easterns at the airport. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think that's at every airport I go to. It's Middle Eastern people.
I'm
working
talking about
there.
like the drivers.
the drivers.
Yeah,
Oh,
like all
okay.
the Uber drivers and stuff.
And they were just praying. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I'm like, who? More runs for me?
Yeah. Thank you.
It's like,
But yeah,
Bless me.
But yeah, we believe in Jesus Christ and we believe in Easter.
yeah, I do. I am a believer. I'm just not a big believer in like people like completely like blindly following the Bible.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like, how many marriages are fail, and they're the ones that go to church and like they're like to the T to the Bible, and they're the ones that are having like the worst like marriages, like most of the time, and it's crazy.
Yeah, like technically I'm condemned already, just because of my life choices. Mm-hmm. But like at the same time, like, well, I see you eating seafood. Like that's probably like, I always use this as a joke. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, in the Bible it says seafood is an abomination. Well, they're like, well, that was the Old Testament.
See,
Well,
like that. What's
yeah,
Old Testament,
I'm
New
like-
Testament? Like, who writes that stuff?
So I'm like, who, like
Like the
oh
Pope?
yeah, I don't want to get too crazy, but like yeah, just like that's what I mean when I'm like, like if you're gonna do that, then do it completely throughout the whole book.
Yeah.
Don't just pick and choose what you want and then like
Yeah, see, right when you said that, I'm like, I didn't even think about the Old Testament and the New Testament, and it's like, where did this New Testament come from?
I'd say somewhere around Bob Marley's time. It's like I don't know where that came from.
Well, yeah, it's like as I believe in evil, I believe in good. I'm not an evil person. I feel like if someone like asks me on the street, I'll never give a homeless person money. I will never do that. Not even $1, not a quarter.
Why?
The reason is because certain people grew up different. I saw different things growing up, and since I lived in Mexico, I literally see people like actual struggle, living in shacks, cardboard houses. People sleeping on the streets, kids sleeping on the streets, kids looking in dumpsters to get food. Like, I seen all that stuff, and they're actually out there working, like selling stuff or like washing people's cars. I'm like, okay, and I come here and I see people just sitting in the corner asking for money, and I'm like, no, man.
That's a fair point.
And then, like, I won't give you money, but if you say, oh, I'm hungry, all right, let's go. Come here. Let's go get you something to eat. I'll go pay whatever you want to go. You want a burger? You want chicken? Whatever you want, I'll buy it for you. Like, I'll do that. Like, I will. But don't tell me, oh, I need $5. No, I'm not going to do that for you, bro. Nope.
Yeah, when I went to Guatemala, we freaking went down to like the parade. Oh shoot, I think it was around this time.
Was it?
And they did a big old parade for like the Holy Week and stuff.
Was it? I think I do remember you were going to Guatemala.
Yeah, and then we went to the parade, and literally all the parking people, guess what?
Begging money?
No, they were all kids.
Oh, yeah?
They're all like there's like a freaking 9-year-old girl like parking cars and
See?
stuff, and like
Like, if a child could do that, and then
Yeah,
you see a
with
grown-ass person here in the corner, like, come on, man, like, try to do something, Like,
with their little red flag and
yeah,
stuff. I'm
see?
like, what the heck? Damn.
Yeah, and a lot of people here in the States will never probably see something like that in their lives. and then they'll give them money and stuff. But I don't know. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So I gave her the keys. I told her not to put a scratch on it.
Damn, she drove it,
Or she will hear from me again. It's like, yeah. Oh, like the freaking. Did you ever see that drift show on Netflix?
No.
Was
Like
it?
cars,
Yeah,
like racing?
Yeah, like
No.
there's like, what's her face? Charlize Theron, the action superhero girl. It's like, I don't know.
The blonde girl? Wait.
Yeah, she's blonde. She was like atomic. Blonde. Or was that her? I don't remember. But you see her. Oh, she's the one from Fast and the Furious, the bad one.
Oh yeah. The one that takes Dom
Yeah. Yeah, she's
Toretto's
like-
kid.
She's like, yeah, she like faked her car was broken down. He's like, hello, Dom.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell? Yeah, her. It's like her show, or she's like a producer or something. But there's this little girl from like South Africa who was there like drifting and stuff.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's what reminded me when you just said that. I'm like,
Yeah.
And she got, but they hyped her up so much. They like took the camera crew over to where she was from, and they recorded everything. They made a big old spectacle about it. You as the viewer, you're like, oh, she's about to like fuck some shit up, you know, and then she gets eliminated. She like crashes or something.
Oh damn.
I'm like, oh, well, that was short lived, but you know, she got her 15 minutes of fame. That's what matters.
So yeah, like there was even one time, bro. You know that 7-Eleven in that car wash right by your house on what is it? It's on Peoria, and it's like going eastbound, like towards your house. It's like where all those ghetto apartments are at, like the hood part, like the projects.
Yeah.
Like there, I remember I was washing my truck, and then and then there's guys there like, hey, can I dry your car? Like
the black dude?
No, he was Mexican. This
Oh,
guy was
damn.
Mexican. But I seen that black dude
He's
too.
always there.
Yeah. He's like, hey, can I dry your car off when you wash it? And see, like, I respect that. Like, yeah. And this guy's like, hey, can I dry your car? And I was like, no, I'll do it myself. He's like, oh, he's like, all right. He's like, hey, do you have any money? And I'm like, no, I don't got no money for you. He's like, I'm like, why? He's like, I'm hungry. And I was like, shoot, fuck, let's go to 7-Eleven. Let's get whatever the fuck you want, man. Like, do whatever. I don't care how much it is. Just grab whatever you want. And you grab like taquitos and like chips and a gulp and whatever they had, like pizza and stuff. I was like, here, go for it, man. He's like, yeah. He's like, I just got here. I don't have nothing. And I was like, cool. Like, I'll hook you up with food, man.
That's cool. I remember I gave that dude $5, but I didn't let him drive my car.
Why?
Just because I didn't. Just because at the time that's when I had the charger. I'm like, I just do it myself. I'm like,
oh, okay. Even in Boulder, there's so many people up there. There's so many homeless people in there. We're going to the 1940s ball, and I had a leftovers, and this guy like literally ran to me, and he's like, hey, are you going to finish that? And it's like, can I have it? And I was like, yeah, here. It's food, man. And then my girlfriend, she's like, what the hell? I was like, I never thought you would do that. Because I'm like, I could be an asshole, but like when it's food wise, like I'm like, cool. Like if you actually like need like something like if you don't have a shirt and it's raining or I'm dry, I'll be like, I'll take my shirt off for you. I'll give it to you. Like I'm not an asshole like that.
Look at you.
I do my good deeds
You
here
do
and
have
there.
a heart in there.
I do. You know,
No, you are good. You are a good dude.
thanks.
You are a good dude. That's why I stick around. Even after your hateful comments.
It's happy Easter for Sunday. Hope you guys have a good, time with your family. Hope you guys find some monies in your plastic eggs, or you find a real egg and you just sit down and you peel it off and you just eat that.
Yum.
That's what I did when I was a child. I'd find an egg and I'd just sit down and peel it off and eat it.
Like the hard-boiled egg?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll just find one. I'll just chill, sit down, and just.
What,
Everybody else is just looking for eggs, and I'll just sit down and eat it.
You weren't an egg hunter?
No, I'll just find one and I'll just be chilling. I think I even have a picture.
Wait, you guys hunted for eggs?
Yeah, because they would hide them.
Like hard-boiled eggs?
Yeah, like they would do them that same morning, and then they would paint them.
You guys didn't hunt like the plastic ones with the
Yeah, we had those. We had both of them. So, but you could tell the difference between.
Well, I mean, I guess you're right. I probably wouldn't hunt for the hard boiled eggs either.
No, I hunt for the hard boiled eggs.
You just said you find one though and you start eating it.
Yeah, the hard boiled ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would find it and I would just sit down and peel it and eat it. And everybody else was still hunting for all theirs. So they had like their baskets full of eggs. I didn't.
I just conserve my energy for the plastic ones.
Yeah. So
Were you ever that kid that would run to like the piñata, like when somebody broke it?
oh yeah, all of us, like all my
For real?
cousins would, and everybody would be like, "Watch out! Don't get hit." You know, the kid's still fucking blindfolded, so he's just like swinging.
Poor
Yeah.
nuts.
There's actually, I even have a video. It was like 1996 or 5. I was like so little, but they were hitting the piñata and they broke it, and then everybody's just like rushing and they're still swinging the piñata.
Who you were swinging?
Yep, that's me.
No, I wasn't. I think it was
Oh.
my sister, to be honest. I think it was her. I was so little. Everybody just ran to get candy. Even the adults did too. Back
Yeah, that's
way
crazy.
back in 1995.
I wish I can go back.
The wife's times traveler or some shit like that. He like constantly travels time like without him even wanting to. He just
For real?
disappears and he goes.
To a different time?
Yeah, he doesn't even know if it's in the past or the future, but he always goes to where he is at. So he talks to himself at his like younger self or older self. Oh, always. It's crazy. It's a good show.
But do they not know that that's him?
Yeah, they know it's him because he's probably like 46 and then he time travels and then he sees himself at like 26 and they look alike. And
But
he
why
tells him.
is this happening to him?
It
They
happened
don't
the first.
explain why it happens?
It does. First time he time traveled was when his mom got decapitated.
What?
Yeah. And then when that happened, that was his first time traveling. And then everybody from every age, from like whenever that happened, all the way until I don't know how old he is in the present, but all of them come at that same time when it happens. So you got 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way to like 50 something, the same person, all in that same.
Oh, so it's him every year, but they're all traveling?
They all of them travel, all of them. It's crazy. It's a good show.
I wonder if he figures out like the year that he dies by not seeing.
Well, he does. He doesn't figure it out, but he does see his future self come, and he's like, oh, he's like bleeding, and he's like fuck, and he can't control it regardless because he just
damn.
time travels, and when he time travels, he just pops up at some place. He gets beat up, or he gets, he's always naked every time he like time travels.
Oh, I'm in.
And
What's the name of the show?
I just told you. I think it was. I'll look it up right now. And I think he got shot because once he appeared, he like time traveled to some spot, and then he got shot right when he popped up to that place. And then he's all dying. He's like, oh, fuck. And then he time traveled again. And then that's when he meets himself again, and he's all bleeding, and he's like, what the fuck? And you can't control it, because you don't know when it's going to happen.
I wonder if he's like, you know what? I've met my 86-year-old self, but I haven't met my 87-year-old self.
See, that does come into play, like some shit like that.
And I turn 85 next year.
And he
It's
took
like,
advantage of it too because he time traveled back without him knowing, but he went to the store and he got like Powerball numbers, and then he gave them to his younger self.
there we go.
So he went back because he was already rich in the future, So he went back to got the numbers for him.
But then what's the point? Because that one's time traveling too, right?
Yeah, but he can't control where he goes at the time. It's like I can't go a day prior. He just goes.
But you're constantly traveling.
Yeah, and it just happens out of the blue.
So the dude that the kid or the younger self that got the ticket, it's almost pointless because he might not even go back to that time, or
It does because he already went through it. His older self, he already went through that stage. Whatever, he's giving it to his younger self. So when he was that age, his older self came to him and gave him that ticket. So he's repeating it to him again. I don't know if that makes sense.
So it's time traveling and a time loop. I'm just gonna have to watch it.
It's really good, dude.
It's already blowing my balls completely off.
And it pissed me off because HBO is like, we can't do it anymore. And it was like, what the fuck? Like the ending was like so cool, dude.
Oh, they canceled it?
Yeah, I don't know why they do that shit.
Never mind, I'm out.
It's good.
It's like, I'll give it a shoot and holla.
It's on HBO. Oh, you got HBO too.
Yeah, thanks. You.
It's like,
I got these online. They're called pod decks.
pod decks.
Yeah, I guess they're just questions for like questions for you to answer.
Okay, let's hear 'em.
But they got Instagram too. Poddecks.com
Follow them.
and then pod decks.
Follow them. Shout out.
For your podcast needs and wants. I just got them to see, what kind of questions. I was kind of hoping there'd be like crazy, like adult questions, but I doubt
You never
it.
know.
Yeah, we'll see. Let me pull one out. What is your most unusual talent?
I guess my unusual. I could go to the bathroom, take a shit whenever.
You can shit on command. You can shit on command, so you can take a dump. Like if you want to take a dump after you already taken a dump, you can take a dump again.
Sometimes, yeah. Like it's just weird.
Wait, but is that talent?
I don't know. Can you do it?
Well, I guess not.
It's like you even experienced like when we were out Texas Roadhouse, and I was like, dude, I need to go take a shit. I need to go now.
Yeah, I feel like you always have to go take a
Yeah,
dump.
see? That's my
But that's your bowel controlling you.
Yeah, fucker.
It's like,
But yeah, that's how it's always been like that. Ever since I was little, bro. Always. It's crazy.
damn.
And my girlfriend never believed me. There was one time when we first like met and we went to the gym together and we were in the hot tub and I was like, fuck, like I had to go, and then I was like, I need to go. And then I went, I was in there for like 40 minutes or so. And then she just got up and she went to her car, and I was like, sorry, like it was my stomach. And she didn't believe me. She's like, yeah, you were probably talking to some other girl. And I was like, oh my God, like relax. Like just
escándalo.
But now
So-
she knows how I am with my stomach.
So who were you talking to in there?
No one. I was
Damn.
just like this.
Wait, so then you can't shit on command.
No, I was shitting. It hurt.
It hurt. Damn. Mm-hmm. But did it hurt so good? Mm-mm. Unusual. I can move my nostrils. Does that count? You can do it too.
Yeah, that's not a good talent.
I can raise my eyebrows individually.
Yeah, I guess that is. Can I? Do the rock. Damn. There you go, guys.
I can grow my nails on command.
Yeah, coke nails.
Imagine. I just grew my nails out. What would you do right now? Would you
I'd be
freak
like,
out?
holy shit, this guy's a mutant.
I'd probably freak out. I'm like, oh, what the hell?
Stab yourself.
I know, like, or like freaking, was it The Boys? No, I don't know. Or World War Z, that doctor that went to, where'd they go? I forgot where they went. When they land that plane, it's like super dark. And then like the zombies come and he runs up the ramp and shoots himself.
Oh, yeah. It was raining too.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
I feel like that would be me. I'd be like, oh, what the hell? And then fall. I'm like,
That would be a horrible way to die. Like, that guy was an idiot.
shooting yourself in the head? I don't think so.
Oh, because the zombies were going to get him?
No, he just freaked out. He just ran inside the plane.
I'd just be like, fuck it. Just get it over with.
Oh, no. Well, he accidentally shot himself.
Oh, yeah.
He ran up the ramp and then he fell.
Oh,
'cause it
yeah.
was
Okay,
raining.
I do remember that.
And then it was like,
And then you're like, do you remember that guy that shot himself? What an idiot.
I can.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I blame massage school for that. They're like, all right, let's see. If you had, oh, I almost read that wrong. If you had a personal mascot, what would it be?
Ooh, I would say a wolf.
A wolf. Mm-hmm. I guess I do have a mascot. Does that count? Chicas Man is my mascot.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. You could. Yeah.
I'm pointing at a little cartoon sticker on my phone.
Yeah, that's a mascot.
For
That's
the
what you
viewers.
want for your team to be. That could be a mascot.
What is the dumbest way you've been injured? I can tell. I can. Can I answer this one for you?
Answer. Dang, for me?
You answer for me, and I'll answer for you.
Okay.
Okay. There's this one time Alex was at his job, and he put his faith and another coworker and completely like ripped his thumb off. Show them your thumb.
Well, it's not bad now,
It's like,
but
oh,
it's
it's your finger.
yeah, it was my finger. It's kind of got a little lump on there, but yeah, damn, what an idiot. Me.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I was in a tandem, and people don't know what a tandem is. It's a big truck for a Class B CDL driver, and the tandem has like empty what would you call it in the back? Like a buck where you could just throw shit in the back of the. It's like attached. It's not a trailer, but the tarp it rolls out and it covers. You know, if you carry asphalt or rock, it covers it so it keeps it cooler and none of that shit falls out of the truck. Well, that shit was stuck, and I went to go help the guy that was driving that truck that day. And I went in there and I was like, yeah, you got something stuck in there. So I grabbed the shovel and I tried to like pull it out and I couldn't. So then I was like, dude, go inside the truck. Do not touch anything until I tell you to do it. And that was my mistake right there. That was it right there. And I didn't even notice it. And he got in and I had my gloves on and I stuck my finger. As soon as he got in the truck, I stuck my finger in there. Guess what he did? He hit that button, and it just sucked my hand in there, and all I heard was like a loud pop. And I was like, fuck. And I couldn't even pull my hand out, you know? So I was like, reverse it, reverse it, reverse it. And he did. And then I just got off the truck, and I was so pissed. I was so angry.
Yeah,
and I
I
didn't even have
bet.
my glove off yet because I waited until I got off the like outside of the truck. And he was like, "Are you okay?" And I didn't even say anything to him because I was so pissed off. Like I was about to like kill this guy, and I was like, I just need to walk away from this guy. And then I walked away, I pulled my glove off, and then I just saw my finger, like my whole nail popped off. It was hanging off, and I was like, God damn. And then I went to my supervisor, like, dude, I need to go. And he's like, took me to the city's Auckland. That's their place. It's called for like injuries and stuff. And then I was like, look at this. And then they're like, oh, shit. And then they got me with their doctor. And then their doctor's like touching it, like pushing. I was like, dude, it fucking hurts. Like, stop. And then he's like, we can't do anything for you right now. You're gonna have to wait 2 hours until we find a surgeon. And I was like, what the hell? So like I grabbed the rag and I just tightened it up super hard. And then I waited 2 hours and then went to the surgeon. And then the surgeon literally, he grabbed the needle and it had like anesthetic or anesthesia or whatever it's called. And he's like, this is the part that's going to hurt the most. And I was like, yeah, I'm like, that's fine. But I never expected this. And that is probably the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. He stuck a needle from the top of like right here all the way down to my wrist right here. And then he started pulling it slowly like this. And then he sprayed anesthesia. And then he went a little slower, and then he sprayed it again, all the way until he entered, and like that. And I was like, "Oh my God!" And he's like, "We're not done yet." And I was like, "What?" And then he stuck it from here all the way across, and he did the same thing like this. So I had like little bumps all over, like across, and then I had to let it like take effect.
Is that why you got that tattooed on you?
No.
Oh.
And then he's like, all right, you ready? I'm like, yeah, I don't feel anything anymore. So he grabbed the knife. He literally cut my finger like this, like up to here. So my finger was split open like that. So I saw my bone. It was like literally like it was just bone and like meat and stuff like all around there. And he popped my nail out like completely. It was already hanging. So he like pulled it off. He's like, we're going to use your nail again. I was like, what? It's like, yeah, we're going to use it for a splinter. So then he did whatever he had to do in there. He's like, yeah, you could look. So I was looking while he was doing surgery, and then I felt nauseous. I was like, oh, shit, this shit's for real. So I'm going to pass out. So I was like this. Yeah, and then he popped that nail back on, and then he grabbed the needle, and then he just sewed it all across. I think it was like 30 of them, like that. Like he made a hole on my nail. He's like, yeah, you're good to go. That old nail's just going to push off and your new one's going to come out. He said there's going to be like a little bump. And yeah, you could kind of see it. Yep, that was brutal.
And all because you put your trust in some new guy.
And some fucking older person, man.
Well, they got to be older.
Because he from my mind, I was like, this guy should already know, like
That's true. That's
like
true.
he should
I
know.
mean,
And nope. So I never, nope. Every time I'm around equipment or something, I'll be like, I'm not going near that shit until whoever's operating that is completely done. Then I'll step in. But nope. But that was my story, guys. I'll even put a picture of how it was.
was
Did
that what you were
see
gonna
it?
say originally?
Yeah.
Were you gonna tell that story?
I was going to say something else, but yeah, good thing you brought that one up because that is probably the worst stupid thing I've ever done.
I guess that's like my main injury. I haven't really been injured. I mean, I smashed my finger once too, but that was my own fault.
Yeah, I don't know what injury.
Oh, I did fall off a counter trying to get ketchup once, and I hit my head and I had a big old bump. So there you go.
There you go, guys.
Congratulations. What's the funniest place you've ever fallen asleep? I can answer this one for you too.
Me? I know I can answer for you.
All right, go. Or who's going first?
I'll go first since you went last time. So we were here. We had a marathon of Walking Dead. And we literally watched it from, was it the last season? Where we just
It
like,
was the very last
yeah.
the season finale
And then like the first couple episodes were like,
or series finale.
or series were like, oh man, this is boring. And this guy's just like, and he's like, and I got a video for that too. And then I had like my camera. He's like, wow. And I don't even think it was for that one either. I think it was for another movie.
Yeah, I
too.
think that was something else.
I was like, dang.
Oh
man.
no, maybe it was. Yeah,
That was funny.
dude. All right, yours is This guy fell asleep on the bus after opening day, and people were like throwing up around him, and he didn't even know what was going on.
I wasn't completely asleep, but I do remember seeing that guy. He was like,
OMG, post that picture.
oh, I didn't take a picture. You did?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember I
show that.
showed
Yep. Post. We need to put. I sent it so I could put it on the podcast.
Yeah, there's a guy that threw up on the bus, literally right in front of us.
Oh
Literally right in front of us. And then we were already like,
We were trashed.
yeah, because we're like, yeah, we're already at the point of the night too where we're like ready to throw up. We're like, oh, damn. And then he threw up in front of us, and we were stuck on this bus for like ever.
And
Like,
that wasn't
if-
even the plan. Like our plan was to get on a train to go back, but they fucking canceled that train, so we had to take the bus.
They canceled it literally like an hour after it was supposed to be there, and we were still waiting.
Yeah.
And we had originally said we should just take an Uber, but it was like $60.
I know.
And now that we think about it, we're like
Maybe
30,
we should've
30
just done
each.
it. Yeah.
And we would have been home like 2 hours ago, 3 even.
Yeah.
That bus ride felt forever. Well, anyways, then
It
we
was forever because he was stopping at every freaking
yeah,
bus
it
stop.
literally went right in front of the stadium. I'm like, why would you go this way?
Yeah.
Like, and then they had to go through all the bars and like the clubs. I'm like, dude. Anyways, but the smell, like you could smell it, and we were like, and then the bus was like, what? That was a
And
challenge.
he didn't give a fuck. He was just throwing up, and then he just gets up and he just walks out.
He
And
walks
I
out, but
I
he was
like,
embarrassed. He apologized. You remember that?
no, he apologized.
Yeah. Well, as soon as we got off the bus, he turned around. He's like, "Sorry, guys." And we're like, "It's all good, dude." But all right, guys. Well, thank you for stopping on by yet again. Happy Easter. Don't
Yes.
drink and drive. Have fun.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas. God bless
Yep.
you. Amen.
Thanks, guys, for watching Only Talks, and happy Easter, guys.
Subscribe, like, comment.
Yes. Thank
Tell
you.
us how pretty we look.
Bye.
Bye.